G'day guys and welcome to the ApexRearWing Rally League. Here I am joined by Madbird,
That's
and
me.
As always I'm Stairs.
As always, we're here in Wales for the event, for stage 1 of the last event of our 70's League, event 6.
Tears will be flowing.
Come to you from Dyffryn, Afon, reverse.
That's a shame. Yeah, there'll be many tears shed.
Many tears.
As the 70's cars are bid farewell.
Oh, yeah, and
So we're in the town of Poise. And
is that I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but we are.
No, the locals have a unique way of pronouncing it, which I'm sure they will share with me once they talk to me.
So just have a look at the championship standings heading in, because obviously first stage we haven't got any time set yet. We've got Zerus at the top, 104 points. So
he actually has it pretty much wrapped up, as you can see there. He's got a 23-point lead over Radar. They're on 81. Pretty much clear. Well, he is clear there of
absolutely
of Madbird and Stairs. So pretty close, those two, 65 points and 60.
Yeah.
Zemaj and El Mango, 46 and 45 points apiece. Monoman sort of in his own there on 35, and Bagsy and Nether having a little thing.
Lancia battle.
Yes. It'll be strata sighting. I'm sorry. Anyway, to our rally expert, Robert, who I believe we've got on the line.
Hello, Robert.
How are you?
I'm pretty good, Robert. How are you?
Yeah, it's a hot day.
It is a hot... Wait, are you... No, it's actually sort of cold here in Wales, Robert. What are you...
Yeah, but I didn't come.
Oh.
Missed the plane.
So where are you, Robert?
Australia.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, have you been keeping track of the proceedings, Robert?
Oh, I certainly have. Yes, it's been quite exciting, what you say.
It has indeed. Have you got any hot tips for us here at Wales? It's a different surface to Finland. It's a lot more like sort of muddy.
It's a lot muddier. You have to deal with water well if you're wanting to win in Wales.
Very good. And have you got? Do you know of any of the drivers strike you as a lock-in for the top 3 or something?
Yep.
Do you want to tell us which ones?
He sounded like he just got out of bed, to be honest.
He did. He didn't sound 100%.
No, he doesn't look 100% either. To be honest.
Mean...
Anyway, we'll move on to the stage proper and wait for our first driver on the line, who is Bang.
I believe, our first runner. Runner is Bang Bang in the Ford Escort.
Ford Escort.
Monster Ford Escort. So
some very a new looking livery for an older car.
It is. It's like slapping a oh, what's that thing that Borat wears?
Oh, mankini.
A mankini. Sticking a mankini on a octogenarian.
Yeah, there were many ways you could have described that, and to be honest, that surprised me. I wasn't expecting you to go that way. There were many possibilities, but anyway, here we are, hovering over the Welsh countryside in a helicopter.
That's coming along the sort of hillside here with the River Severn off on the right there.
So you've done your geographic research.
I have. Did you know, Alistair? Do you know what Dyffryn Avon actually means?
Not a clue.
It means river valley. So very descriptive.
It is descriptive, but what do they do when there's other river valleys? What do they call those?
I mean, this is just the stage name. I don't think the place is called Dyffryn Avon.
Oh, okay. Oh, very nice slide there through that section of the. There's plenty of opportunities here to
fuck up.
I was going to say to have a bit of flair as you go through these corners and slide a bit.
Yes.
Oh, a little bit of a bank on the inside. I don't know if that's faster. There was a puddle on the inside. Maybe he was trying to avoid that. But this is all conjecture.
It is. The entire first sector has got a myriad opportunities where you can get rebounded off of a bump.
This section here, you've got to be fairly accurate because there are banks either side.
Yep, and you don't want to be running into them.
He's done that one nicely. The uphill left hairpin open.
Yes, and
as we look over because of the wind turbines, which don't seem to be turning all that fast, but nonetheless they get a lot of wind here.
Yeah, they do
Wales.
indeed. They get a lot of. Basically, the only thing they don't get much of is sunshine. So it's a good thing that.
The wind doesn't blow the sunshine in; it just blows in more clouds.
Exactly.
So it would appear, but so far a fairly flawless run from Bang. So far, we haven't seen him in previous live stages, so he is something of an unknown customer.
He is. That was an immense hairpin he just did, but that's pretty clean actually for that left 2 deceptive. Can sort of catch people out very often. So
Can indeed.
he's doing quite well along this little moorish section here. It's quite moorish.
Oh, can I have some more?
Hey.
Hey.
And then come down here over a couple of jumps and
Off.
and our cameraman is
Can't keep up. Helicopter cannot keep up.
has not bothered to turn the camera there.
Here
So
we got Heathy on the line. Off he goes in his yellow Fiat.
Yes, indeed.
And
So
cameraman was a bit slow on that one too.
be interesting to see how Heathy does this stage because I know he's had some trials and tribulations.
Oh goodness! And speaking of, that was a trial and a tribulation.
It was indeed. So
But we cut back to Bang to see the end of his stage. He must be nearing the end of it now.
yeah, coming up to the last hairpin, I would think,
Oh, there you go.
as he's just through this little foresty section at the end
that's
here.
good.
Usually would lead into what's that other stage called?
I mean, like you're
Firm
asking
wind.
the wrong person. To be
Firm
honest.
Wind, I believe, is the stage that comes before / after
But
this.
anything but firm because the
Exactly.
mud there is very soft.
It is. He's-
Bang crosses the line for a 345.4. So we rejoin Goofball, who's got it back up and running. Not too much damage sustained, I would say, in that disastrous rollover about 3.5 seconds into his stage.
Yeah, no. So his car is definitely still on the road. So that's, ooh, that was.
By the barest of margins.
But yeah, exactly. So
He's
he's all right.
He's all right.
He's okay.
He's all right.
It's yeah, that's
As we cycle through the various onboard shots available to us, there's a bit of a crack through the windscreen, but I'm sure they'll press on regardless.
yes, indeed. So, we're all right. So
We cut away from that just in
this will
time.
be this should be a sort of terrifying stage to watch. Oh my goodness!
I mean, it has been already.
he is incredibly close to
There's
that
a few
left.
Welsh fence makers standing in the forest there, just waiting for their time to shine, and there he goes into a tree, and that is going to have affected his radiator somewhat.
It
I would think.
will have. It will have possibly driven a branch into his radiator, which is never ideal.
And he drove into the branch.
He did.
Into his radiator.
He
But
did.
nonetheless, he plugs on.
But yeah, soldiers on, heading up through this little twisty section towards the hairpin. It's almost not even a hairpin because it's so
Oh, nice Scandinavian flick
very
there. Oh,
too much.
didn't quite control the slide. He was. Yeah, I really shouldn't praise people.
No, you bring it.
What's going on? He can't get. He's got himself
And
wedged on that little bank there, and the wheels weren't even touching the ground.
And he's had to reset to the track,
That's a shame. So
so
he's looking at the split there. He's about 31.7 seconds down on Bang, which Bang had a clean run, it has to be said. So that time has all been lost in those 3 incidents we've seen.
it has indeed. Yes. Yeah, car wouldn't be too happy at this stage. It's the one that looks a little bit beaten up, but that's quite a nice hairpin.
He's done that
actually.
very well.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of a tighter hairpin. It was probably more what he was going for in the previous one, as we see Green take off in his Lancia Stratos.
He does. So it looks considerably better than it did the last time we saw it during a live stage, because he hasn't had a chance to bang it into anything
Yes, it's
yet.
brand new. All cars are brand new. There's no injuries being carried forward from the previous stage. Oh my goodness. Can he get it back on track with minimal incident? I
don't think
Oh,
so. That's a very tough piece of driftwood down there.
Yes, that's he's gone straight into it. Yeah, that's part of the challenge of Wales, is that you've got to get your line perfect through some of these corners, because those sort of straight bits are incredibly fast, but you've got to have your line very, very, very right. And I mean, that was a relatively small incident compared to what we've seen earlier
Yeah, he luckily
in this stage.
He luckily banked straight off that What am I saying? He banged straight off of that tree and back onto the racing line. So
Beautiful camera angle there, as you see.
it came off quite well for him.
Did. But
Although
at this
not as
point,
well as not hitting a tree at all, I suppose.
he'll be just
Oh.
hoping to get this thing home now and onwards to the next stage.
I'm sure the car would be hoping for that as well.
Unfortunately,
I mean,
no service after this stage, so
No,
he's going
so...
to carry this through in the next stage.
Oh,
Well,
we're okay.
That was quite well done, actually. And across the line. Yes,
he takes out one of the markers there.
more in anger than anything else, I think. He's 103.7 down, and looks like Green's already had some sort of incident. I can see a bit of a drooping side of the. Well, it looks all right from that angle. Maybe I'm seeing things.
I think it was on the left-hand side, wasn't it? We should get a outside view in a moment here.
No, this is the part where we cycle through every onboard camera that the director has available to him.
Yeah,
And,
well,
he's already got a crack in his windscreen. I don't know if we saw that happen, actually.
No, I don't think we did. So he must have had a roll or banged into something.
There we go.
somewhere.
There's some dentage happening there
A bit of dentage.
as
that
we
is-
approach the left open hairpin, which is uphill, so not quite as challenging as in the reverse direction. Well, this is the reverse direction in the other reverse.
And he's 22 seconds down on bang. So doing a bit better than Heathy at the moment. Hasn't fucked up quite.
Well, his
as much.
rollover obviously wasn't important enough to warrant the
Oh,
director's attention.
obviously not. No, director must have completely missed that one.
Yeah, he must. I don't know if he's a complete retard or not, but anyway, he missed that one. And here we go. This hairpin actually seems to be not troubling any of our contenders so far.
No, it's been
Cool.
there's been there you go. So yeah,
Yeah, drooping.
fairly low. He's it's been the source of some pretty good turns so far this stage.
It has.
So we'll see if that continues.
We've just seen Nether take off the line, so the third of our Lancia runners, of which we have 4, I believe. We've got Bagsy still to come, as we've seen Nether
that
and
will be
Bagsy.
second.
Sorry?
Nether's the second Lancia runner because Green's the first.
Yes. Yeah, I got miscounted.
Yes, well, I mean that'll happen when you're you were too busy majestibating.
Yes, well, I
In
mean,
school.
you really fucked the pooch on that one, there, didn't you? You had an opportunity for a slam dunk, and you
And I
you
wasted it.
fell into the crowd with the
fell
ball in
into
your
the
lap. But anyway, we'll digress as we look at these pace notes, which the page hasn't really been turned for a while, and maybe that's why Green had an accident earlier on in the
It
stage.
might be indeed. Maybe he was just saving all of his pace notes for right at the end and just letting Green sort out the rest on his own.
His mirror's all right though,
It
despite
is.
the damage.
It is. Those
escaped.
mirrors are very useful on a rally stage as you're
You always want to know if someone's coming up.
you're
behind.
often passing other people.
And here we go, coming across the line in second place, provisionally, 29.8.
Yeah. So
So he splits Goofy and Bang almost down the middle.
almost exactly. Yeah. As we've got Nether here going through this twisty section. So doesn't look like he's had any. Those headlights look level to me. So
They do.
doesn't look like he's had.
Oh, that's most likely a left rear puncture, or we'll wait and see. He walloped the inside bank there very hard indeed, and
takes out
he's
those
quite nicely.
banners quite nicely.
Quite nicely takes out those banners. Let's look at the split. We've got, he's faster than Bang by 6.2 seconds, despite that little incident before.
Yeah, so it's a very clean run from Nether, apart from that apparently. So
From that spin, so he really must be attacking the stage,
it must be, and those
attacking it like some sort of predator.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Not a sexual one. I mean, like the African safari predators.
Ah,
you know,
yes, yes.
lions,
I understand.
not tigers, because they don't live in.
They don't live in
Africa.
Africa, yeah. And
Looks like his tyres all right.
it must be because oh dear.
Oh, yep. Just keep spinning it. There you go. That was
Left
actually
too
quite
deceptive.
majestic, actually.
It was actually quite nice. It was like it was something for the fans, Alice, or something
There
for
you
the
go.
spectators.
Well, he's got 6.2 seconds in hand. Why not?
Why not exactly? So. It would have punctured by now if it was going to puncture. So
Well, yeah, be on the rim, just sort of
I think that you can see the start of the
scraping
stage back
along
there in the distance. I
like
think.
a Milo tin.
Exactly.
Oh, we all know what a rim sounds like.
Yeah, exactly.
Banging on the gravel, because I'm sure it's happened to you. As we see Bagsy. Bagsy's changed his livery this week.
He has. He's. I think it's in honor of It's in honor of his father, who died of micronesia as a.
What?
Not micronesia,
I was gonna
microcephalus.
say, he died of a.
He died of micronesia.
He died of a country in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, no, well, he's that was.
Albeit
quite
a
nice.
small country made up of very small islands.
Well, it's almost small enough to be bacteria, isn't it?
I mean, really not.
Oh,
But
no!
that is very, very
Oh,
unfortunate. He
dear.
nearly got it back up and running. He hit the bank. The right-hand side of the car was up in the air, and then he looks like he was trying to correct it. He drove himself off the road into a tree, and so
that'll be a
300 meters from the end has actually cost him provisional first place over Bang, and
It has.
he now has a 9-second gap, which we wait to see if it will be bested
We do.
by
That's,
the Micronesian dad. Oh man,
the Micronesian dad man.
what did you say? Microcephalus.
Microceph. I think it's.
Is that when you have small sex with someone and it gives you a small STD?
No, I think it's an actual thing. Let me have a look.
Right.
I'm sure because I had it on Wikipedia last night. But anyway,
But he's got a French flag on there. That's interesting.
it does occasionally on this stage where you get past all this stuff. This is the tough bit. You get past all this, you get to the end, and you think, oh well, I've got this. You
Well,
just, you
there
sort
are-
of lean back a little bit.
I'd say there are other sections like that sort of fast bit past the wind turbines, or that was close, that really can stuff your stage up. But he's done a very nice
That was
Scandinavian flick
beautiful.
through there and not lost any speed
and
at all. If you wait for his split, it is 3.6 seconds ahead of Nether.
So he is nailing it at the moment. Although that was probably the same amount of time that Nether lost with his spin.
Well, every time we've
stage.
praised Bagsy so far, he's inevitably put it into the wall on the next.
In the next
in
2
the next
meters.
corner. But
so
this is the corner that no one stuffed up, so there's absolutely no chance that he'll stuff this one up.
Well, it wasn't the cleanest corner, but he's gotten around it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a. Of all the runners we've had, that was probably the least clean running of that particular corner. But
He's taken. Oh, actually,
but microcephaly is a
no,
developmental.
never mind. This is this. He's managed to avoid.
Where's
those
the
two.
road? He's a lot. Oh, there we go.
He managed to avoid those two stewards on the side there.
Probably
so
still ahead of Nether because now they had that spin.
He did, so it might actually come out alright for him here.
As yet, but we've still got stronger runners to come after this one, so we'll see what happens.
I don't know how these.
He's hitting the.
You need to
these
put the
bumps.
dampers softer, mate.
Yeah.
Softer dampers, because you're just flinging yourself. Oh,
It's just
dear.
that was always gonna happen. It was inevitable. He was struggling for
upside-
control the previous 500 meters of the stage as we watched Mono take off, and just wrestling for control, and just that bank was
Upside down into
not
the
really
trees.
avoidable, and it flicked him upside down into the trees, as you say. So.
And we do it. I think we have got a. we've got a
It's
better-
all turning to
and
shit
it's
now.
all
He doesn't
gone
even have
downhill.
a. He doesn't have a door on his car.
Never ideal.
No.
I think we do
So-
have a.
I think I was really excited for that stage, and it just didn't.
It's
it
just
didn't-
it's just gone to shit.
It has.
It's disappointing.
Although he gets quite a
Yeah, we
bit
got
nice
an
bit of
onboard here
flair.
of the accident.
Yeah. So this is sort of he's trying to wrestle for control there. He probably would have got it back were it not for that little bank on the inside. But
Just
there was
needed-
no time to recover it before he got there.
there wasn't.
Oh! and he I don't want to say crosses the line.
He crosses.
Flies
near
across the line on the wrong side of one of the timing
and
boxes
disappears
there.
into the distance.
Somewhat on his perpendicular, I would want to say, to the ground.
Yeah, somewhat like that. As
And,
he's actually slotted in a 0.5 of a second up on Green Man, so into third
Very,
place.
very, very close, that one.
That's actually
He
quite
lost an
close.
awful lot of time in the second part of that stage because he was the leading runner at that early point.
He was. As we've got Mono here and the sort of yellowy orange opal, the first opal, thundering through the stage at this
First
stage.
of many.
Yeah,
It's a popular car for many competitors.
it is. It is. People like opals. That's why South Australia is such a nice place to visit, Alistair.
Yes, specifically because of our opal mining industry.
Exactly.
But we watched the split there, and he's 2.2 seconds ahead of Bagsy without risk, I would have to say. It has
Yeah.
looked like a clean stage without any hint of an error.
It has. It's just been quick and clean. So we'll see if that continues.
Yes. Well, every time we
if you
have mentioned that, it hasn't. But nonetheless,
if he manages to keep it clean, he'll at least definitely beat Bagsy. And at this stage, he'll probably
he's done that nicely. Not a huge amount of flair, but it's quick. It looks quick.
Yes, because Bagsy actually would have been in front of Nether and possibly Bang if he hadn't had those 2 reset penalties, because that's about 30 seconds right there.
Well, that's exactly right.
Well done. And Mono's managed to
No one
not
in
go off the
history
track
could have
in this
called that
area,
well
so that's definitely a bonus.
Yes.
You just need to turn the camera a little bit to the left, mate. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
David,
Apparently no
David.
control.
wake up.
Yes.
We're going to the onboards
Well,
now.
it seems like everyone in our broadcast is asleep at the moment. Robert's asleep, and that's quite nice the way he came over that crest, and a little bit wide on the exit there, but nonetheless, he's done well.
He has done well. It was a little bit hairy there when he nearly dipped the tyre onto that bank, but it's all come up all
we
right.
must be getting close to the finish there, because we see James taking off for his run in the Opal Cadet.
Yes, he's got the lime green Opal Cadet with the 3 on the side, I believe.
The number 3.
The number 3.
2 before 4.
It
And
does.
and no mistakes to speak of.
No,
For
it's
Mono,
been
as we come towards the finish.
incredibly
We look
clean
for the
run.
time. It's a 3:22.9, and that's first place.
22.4 seconds.
That's a massive gain.
That is incredible.
So Bang, who's been sitting for quite some time now in provisional first, has been dropped down to second.
That's a shame.
That's a shame. It is a shame. And James, here we go.
Left 5, keep in through dip.
As we follow him through in the helicopter. I would have liked to linger on that view for a bit longer, but anyway, we've got the onboards to enjoy in the meantime.
To cycle through as this is the scariest part of the stage in my opinion, because you're going
Those fences.
those
on the
fences
side.
and there's just the constant little bumps and ditches, and you're going. Oh my goodness!
He's recovered that well. He's a man at one with his car there. He knows how to recover a small little incident like that.
He does.
Didn't clench too much.
No.
Just let it all fall through, so to speak. And
So to speak.
we're now getting into that sort of section where we're past the cliffside and into the. It still feels as narrow because you've got those banks that you just do not want to touch on the side because they will puncture your tires.
They will, yeah. If they don't puncture your tire, they'll flip you or make you do a barrel roll or some other horrible
But a nice
thing.
scando there, and he's actually managed to find a 1.5 seconds on Mono through
Yeah.
there, and that may well be crucial.
It might indeed. Got a
He's
little bit.
pushing.
got
You
a
can
little
tell
bit
he's
squirrely
pushing
there.
more than Mono.
He does seem to be pushing more. It isn't as composed looking as Mono stage was, but obviously it's quick.
Well, it's that's what they say about Finns. They're fast.
Oh,
Although that wasn't.
rides the other bank, but
Yes, it will have hurt his exit speed somewhat.
he throws himself into that
That's beautiful.
left 2 as
Right
And
6,
here
keep
we
in
are.
80.
The helicopter's
Left 5 long,
5th or
keep in
6th
80.
opportunity to follow the car through here,
Left 5 long,
and it's
keep
just
in,
gradually
130 over jump,
wiping
maybe.
to the left of frame.
Left 6,
yes,
And,
you just need to turn the camera like that little
it's
bit.
about to
Oh,
disappear.
I don't understand it. We hire incompetence, but very quick stage so far from Jay's.
And that's the corner that brought Bagsy undone. The left, or rather the right. I think it's a 5 or a 4 over a crest.
It's a sequence of corners, isn't it? You go left.
It was
right,
really
left.
the sequence of corners prior to that one that brought him undone.
It
So
was.
you really do have to get your turning done before you get to that one, as you see. Ooh, stairs take off the line, and the cameraman on the start line probably needs to be retrained as well.
Probably a little bit, because you'd think he'd have that turn down at this stage, but apparently not.
James perhaps not carrying quite as much speed through there as he might have done, but across the line, and by the barest of margins slots into first place. He must have lost a bit of time. Wasn't as clean, I think.
Wasn't as
His
clean,
final
but
sectors.
nevertheless he is up on Mono by 0.3 of a second, or the better part thereof rather. So
Incredible. So 3:22.6. That is a very good time around here.
that is incredibly quick, because we've got stairs here. hooning along this this terrifying section of
Yeah,
stage.
or he's
Oh my goodness.
cutting across the. There's no fence there, so you can sort of cut, and as long as you got the momentum, you get back up onto the road.
You do.
Left 6, keep in. Right
You're going. It's the reason this is so scary is because you're going flat out for most of it, so there's not really much margin
Just
for error.
noticed the Escort is right-hand drive.
It is.
Didn't actually realise that we were mixing left and right-hand drive cars in this.
Oh well,
in
there
these
you go.
stages, but there you go. That
There you
shows
go.
how competent I am as a commentator. It's taken us to our third event to notice that.
Well, I mean,
Although the first event was Group A cars. So
it was. So I mean, you don't really care about what's inside the car, do you? When you're a commentator, you're more worried about what they're doing on the track.
Oh yes, but it can sometimes, it might affect your visual acuity.
It could do, I suppose.
Oh, a nice scando there.
Very nice. Oh, almost oversteered on the exit.
Lots
but
of
managed
flair.
to
It's
hold
almost as though he doesn't care what. Oh, absolutely bang on with Bagsy right there.
it. Exactly. I think there was like a couple of thousandths up on Bagsy, which
There
is
you
why
go.
he's
So it
above,
wasn't
but
not
nevertheless.
quite as quick as the first two. But and Wales hasn't traditionally been a strong event for stairs, but
It hasn't.
He's showing some good form here.
He is. He's getting the slides out. Oh, his spectators have all gone home for stairs' stage. Apparently,
No.
They're not that interested to
That's a
watch.
shame because they missed a show.
They did. They missed a good hairpin there.
Stairs is Escort is looking very smart there with no damage as yet. The last stage we saw it was missing a fair bit of the front of it.
It was. It wasn't. It wasn't the. Oh God.
Left 5 long, keep
I
in.
do apologise. All the stewards
Yeah,
seem to have gone
professional.
home as well, so I'm not sure what's going on with.
Oh, there's a vehicle.
60.
There is a bit. Yeah, but there's no one
Oh,
standing
there's a
next to it.
backhoe.
All the
Yeah.
construction workers.
Digger.
6, caution.
And here we go.
Oh, what's up, Digger?
Oh, we got a fair bit of speed
Ooh.
carried through there because he gets it stopped for the hairpin. Very nice.
Beautiful there. You can see the fire spitting out of the exhaust as it.
That's it. And we got Madbird ready to go. Off the line he goes. And off the line he went.
Indeed. And around the first couple of corners there, and back to stairs.
We rejoin stairs bonnet cam for the final part.
Incredibly shiny blue.
It is very bright.
It's and it's reflecting those trees very well.
Yeah, it certainly is.
I can
He's
see
going to be
oh.
behind James and Mono, but only by a little under 2 seconds. He slots into third place.
I think there was a few rays of sunshine just there in Stairs' run. I think.
Ah, you're talking shit. But anyway, we've 1.9. That puts him in good stead for the rest of the event.
It does.
And let's see what Madbird can produce.
Yeah, Madbird usually pretty strong on Wales, although 70's hasn't been too kind to him.
Yeah, he had struggled to find his rhythm in the 70s cars around here. He really enjoyed him in the Group A cars, but a little bit close to the inside, and that has hurt his exit speed, and he was very lucky to not take a few fence posts with him.
As you're riding the bank a little bit somewhat, so that's definitely going to cost him probably a second or two at this
Well,
stage.
yeah, he's probably going to slot maybe in just ahead of Bang and behind Stairs
Yeah,
in
probably.
the split at this stage. We'll wait and see. Depends if he has any more incidents, which he seems to be having one as we speak.
He managed to get up onto
Didn't
one
quite
of those.
see what happened because we were looking behind on his onboard there.
Managed to get onto one of those awful banks, I believe, and just.
Yeah. It was like the it was like the Commonwealth Bank, just an awful bank.
He's actually he's slower than Bagsy at this stage. 7 seconds down on James's half split, so
Well, there you go.
that certainly didn't.
You mean
didn't do
faster
him
than
much
Bagsy?
favours.
No, yes, you're right, because Bagsy, yeah, that's right. It all fell apart at the end for him. But anyway, we've got this corner here, which so far
Oh, the spectators have all come back for Madbird.
they have. But, apparently, Stairs had some disparaging remarks about the Welsh countryside before this event, and
so there was a walk-off.
there was a walk-off, which was especially for the wide shots, was quite a difficult thing to do, because they all had to sort of, walk about 500 meters and then they'd sort of lie on the ground.
Just find a ditch somewhere and
Yeah.
get out of camera view.
And then return in times for Madbird to come through. But Anyway, that's all ancient history now.
It is. It's a Cretaceous meme.
Yeah.
He's managed to keep it on the track there, although it was a little bit hairy.
Well, this camera angle always produces some
Oh.
interesting visuals.
It does. We've got a final run of Zerus in also a new livery.
Yep.
I think last
Extremely gay.
time his opal was completely black, so I think they just hadn't painted it yet. So
Was it? I thought he had the. Well, someone had the green last week. Anyway.
that was Madbird and James Jamaj.
Oh, did you change your livery?
No.
Oh, you got the same. Has he got the same as you now? Oh, we're looking at I thought we were looking at Zerus.
Oh my goodness.
5.2. So that slots into fourth. Not too bad considering some of the
Considering
excursions
stuff, yeah.
you might have. Did he get permission slips for those excursions? No, he
I
did
don't
not.
think he
His
did.
team won't be too happy with
His
that.
parents didn't sign that one, so yeah, 5 seconds down. He gained a couple of seconds in that last two stages, two sectors rather. So
All sorts of colours. Zerus has got orange on the side. Was it? Oh, it is orange on the top. I thought it was yellow. But anyway,
with blue, I think orange and blue is the.
interesting choice of
colour
colours.
scheme.
Yeah.
We'll get a good shot here as it comes through the
Oh, very nice.
side shot.
Well, Zerus is not one to make too many mistakes. Viewers might not know this because our previous live stage, he did make an error in the Oxala Finland stage.
He did indeed.
Which is very uncharacteristic because he always leaves a margin for error.
He does always leave a margin, as you say, for error. Yeah, it was very uncharacteristic of Zerus to fuck up in such a fashion on the finish stage, but I don't expect him to do the same thing here. I expect
his split to be faster than James at
incredibly
this point.
clean, and all the banners seem to be taken off those
and
poles
3.4, almost effortless, you would say. He's found 3.4 seconds.
I mean, actually, I lie. It looks incredibly quick there. Oh, and we've got a little. Someone's playing Armour 3. Oh, well, don't
Mr.
worry about
Agnet.
that. Damn it, Agno. It doesn't look faster, Alistair. It just is.
It is. Oh, that's not faster.
No, that's not faster.
That doesn't look faster, and it most definitely probably is not faster. But anyway,
Most
he's
likely.
got 3.6 seconds to play with.
Oh, he's got the Olens.
That's
The Olens, there you go.
beautiful.
So, I think,
Keep in 80.
I think the thing with Zerus is that he manages to carry a bit more.
Left 5 long.
Manages to
Speed
carry a
through
bit more
everywhere.
speed through the
I
corners.
think he has a better understanding of where you can carry more speed.
That probably helps indeed, but I think everybody else sort of tends to get a little bit sideways in corners, and it breaks with the tyre walls a bit too much, and they bleed off a bit more speed than they need to. Whereas Zerus has the wherewithal, and that was close to the wall there.
It was, but it gave him a good line into that corner, and probably ultimately faster.
It probably much quicker.
Very
Actually,
good.
quite like that
A bit
colour,
of
if I'm honest.
flame out of the exhaust there as he downshifts. Lovely.
Lovely. As he down the second hairpin here,
Yeah, just
coming up towards
Clearly
the end.
carrying more speed everywhere. Everyone else go home. You've been outclassed, mate.
It's like practicing for hours on a racetrack, and then he comes out and does 2 laps and beats your time.
Yeah,
by
that's right. 8.9
several seconds.
seconds. That is quite considerable.
That is quite a good. That is quite an advantage he has there over the rest of the runners. So
So looking good to clinch that championship. As we saw, Radar had, we didn't see his stage, but had a few issues.
he seems to have had.
It
Yeah,
might
'cause
have. But as we saw, James has picked up second in this stage with only 8.9 seconds down on Zerus.
only 8.9 seconds.
Which,
Well,
has to be considered a
It
small
is Zerus.
margin considering it's Zerus.
it does indeed, and of course we've got Mono, just the 0.02 of a second down on James. I'm not sure where he could have gained that time, but he's probably punching himself in the ball out of
Yeah,
frustration.
most definitely he will not be a farther stairs. Just missed out on the podium by a little under 2 seconds. And Madbird a couple of seconds down on him as well, 14.1.
Yep, and as we said, Radar, that's an uncharacteristic performance from him. Got Bang, quite a good showing,
Good
actually.
performance for his, I think it's one of his first events.
I think it's his second event, maybe. So
And,
yeah, so 7th is nothing to complain about.
It's ahead of Nether, who will probably win that battle between himself and Bagsy if he keeps it on track for the rest of the stages.
Probably.
As he's in 8th place, quite a few seconds, about 20 seconds ahead of his main rival in the championship, Bagsy there.
Couple of runners we didn't see, Fruity and Incredibly, and then
Incredibly.
as we say, Bagsy and Greyman quite close, and Goofball and Jack actually quite close to each other, but further away from everybody else.
Well said, and that brings us to the end of our coverage for the Dyffryn Afon reverse stage in the ApexRearWing League. We
It does.
appreciate your viewership, and we'll see you next time.
I apologise for him just profusely.
Alright. And welcome to
Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
Sorry.